Hey guys, in this video I'm going to talk about the absolute prerequisite to doing any kind of shadow work, inner work, or self-inquiry. Anything that will help you become a better version of yourself. This is actually the first video in a series I'm doing on basics of personal development. Um, all these core elements you can take with you, apply in your life, and actually see results. So now, if you're not getting the results in your life that you want right now, it's usually not about the outside world, it's about who you are. And I know that can sound a bit abstract or hard to grasp, but what it really means is this: you have to grow into a new version of yourself, one that naturally vibrates at the level where those results are available. I made a short video recently about victim mentality. If you haven't seen it yet, go check it out. Because when um, you're living in that mindset, you're giving your power away. And stepping into your power is crucial for growth, for fulfillment, for happiness, and for abundance. Okay, so what is this prerequisite I keep talking about? Let me give you a metaphor. Imagine two children. One grows up with a demanding, critical parent. The other one grows up with a supportive, patient, and understanding parent. You can picture this. The first kid tries something, right? Makes a mistake and boom, gets scolded, criticized, shut down. The second kid tries, fails, which is normal by the way, and their parent is supportive, helps them understand that mistakes are part of the process. They'll encourage them to keep trying. So now, which one do you think is more likely to keep growing, to feel good about themselves, and to keep moving forward? Exactly, right? Now let's bring that back to you, because this metaphor is all about your inner voice. Most people, honestly, the majority, have that first parent in their heads, the critic, the judge, that voice that tears you down when you mess up. And what does that lead to? Guilt, self doubt, feeling like crap. Eventually, not even wanting to try anymore. But here's the key: you can train yourself to become that second parent, that compassionate, patient inner guide. No matter what you've done, how disappointed you feel, or how much you think you've messed up, you can learn to meet yourself with compassion. Compassion is the key word in here. And I know some people might be rolling their eyes and be like, oh, sounds soft, or what difference does that even make? Well, but let me tell you this: it makes all the difference. I've lived it, I've tested it, I work on this with my clients. It's real, it works. You must cultivate compassion towards yourself. Remember that video I mentioned on victim mentality? One of the ways to detect it is, if you're being in that mentality, is to watch your inner voice for signs of self-pity. Self-pity is when you're just sitting in your pain, feeling sorry for yourself, and that keeps you stuck. It keeps you in the victim state and it'll slowly breaks you down. Instead, start tracking your self-talk. Notice when you slip into the self-pity, or when you're being like overly harsh and critical with yourself, and simply replace it with compassion. Choose compassion. Compassion is not just kindness, it's understanding, it's seeing your own struggle and choosing to uplift yourself instead of tearing yourself down. Here's a simple way to start. Create a 21-day challenge for yourself. What you can do is you can use the reminder app on your phone, set it up to pop up every hour with a note that says something like, be compassionate towards yourself. When the reminder pops up, if the opportunity allows, quickly close your eyes, absorb that message, so that way, as you're watching your thoughts, you're remembering to replace any of those harsh thoughts with compassion. So if you do this for 21 days, you will definitely start to retrain that inner voice. Now, why is this important before starting any deep personal development or shadow work? Because when you start doing that work, you will uncover things about yourself that aren't always pleasant. And if your inner voice is still in that harsh, judgmental mode, you'll shut down. You might even give up completely, or waste time spiraling before you circle back again. This is something I've lived through, and I've helped others work through as well. And it's powerful. Remember, even one small change in your inner world creates massive ripple effects in your outer world. Think of it like sailing a ship. A 1-degree shift in direction might seem tiny, right? But over time, it'll take you to a completely different shore. So if you're ready to start working on yourself, changing your life, and stepping into the version of yourself that gets the results you want, start here. Start with this one thing, okay? Thank you for listening to me. If you've enjoyed this video, of course, please follow, comment, like this video. I really would love to hear your thoughts, or maybe if your experience with what I was talking about. If you're interested in working with me directly one-on-one, my contact information is in the bio, so you can reach me that way. And thank you again. I wish you the greatest and highest good, and I love you so, so much.